It's your boy B Jack from G Rap, and you're watching the Indie Spotlight Q&A. Let's get it. What made me do another Grind Harder Die album was the fans. Y'all, thank y'all so much for the support. For supporting not just me, but my whole team, PROFAMENT. But I always knew from the first Grind Harder Die that I was gonna do a trilogy at the very least. So this is probably gonna be the last Grind Harder Die mixtape. And I wanted to make this one the biggest and the best project, not just of my career, but or not just out of the series, but out of my career. So, Grind Harder Die 3, Money Over Bullshit, on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and all digital stores right now. Right now. Buy it, stream it, tell your mama to buy it, tell your granny to buy it. Everybody go support, man. PROFAMENT, we independent. Yeah. To be honest, I try to get multiple artists on this project, and then everybody is working on their music and their projects around the same time, so there was some scheduling issues that I just decided to just do the majority of it by myself. The only songs I wanted to do collaborations on was my joints for the city, Shut the Fuck Up 1 and 2. And I got Cash Carter and Buggy Bills on the first one. Went to the studio to do it originally with 2 other artists. I won't name who they was, but they wasn't available. So, I did my first verse and the hook, and it was a ton of us in the studio. I mean, it was like at least 15 to 20 people, in the studio. And I said, yo, anybody can write a verse while I'm here for this joint, you can get on it. So Cash Carter and Buggy Bills jumped up and stepped to the plate, and salute to them. Us never them. Holla back, that was a dope collaboration. And then I had to put my gang on part 2, so I got Rich P100 and Young Rebel on there. And Jason Dean engineered the joint. The beat is done by Beats by Lex Productions, who did the bulk of this project, along with Twan the Beatmaker. I just been working with a certain sound, as far as the beats go. And I had a great idea for this project, and I could do everything that I wanted to be done in this project except for one. And it was a track that was left off, and it won't be heard, because I couldn't get the artist to record it. So, I just left it at that. But 19 tracks, I only did 2 collaborations, and technically it's the same song, So, yeah, man, I just did it all myself. What motivates me to keep grinding all these years is my love and passion for hip-hop music, man, just music in general. But this time around, it was the fans. I was in a deep, dark depression before I started this process of writing for this album, and it was the fans and my family and my supporters, that really pulled me out of that to be able to put this project together, because they really was feeling Grind Stack Pray. They thought it was a good departure from the super hardcore shit I was doing, and for me to do something more heartfelt, like Grind Stack Pray, and more personal, which all my joints are personal. If you listen, I'm talking about my life shit that I've experienced personally, so what motivated me this time was the fans and my love and passion for the music. I had to do it for the fans, so. PROFAMENT has dropped 12 projects now with Grind Harder Die 3 in a span of 4 years with little to no budget. We don't have no bank backing us. We don't got no major label supporting us. We straight up independent, working, grinding. Every extra dollar that we can get goes into the music and production that we doing. But how we was able to do it was by having an in-house engineer with Jason Dean early on, and him and Gregos we had the studio in Gregos' crib, and Gregos, of course, is like my brother, and really just a hard work ethic, man. Like, I made it like a training camp, basically. You know, we all got the same beats at one time. You know, it was like 12 artists we was working with for ProFam. We now down to just 4, but we got 2 new artists that we might be working with. But when we was doing the ProFam gang, we was all in Greg's house, chopping it up, recording, writing music left and right, all day, every day, all night. We didn't stop, and I carried on a tradition. And I basically learned how to engineer from Jason, watching him and other engineers like Dayon. Shout out to Andy Dayon, man. That's my boy from way back. Shadow the Sorcerer, you know, community service out of Grand Rapids. Funk Mont, and a bunch of others. I just watched. I'm a sponge for knowledge, man. So everything that I could learn, I learned on my own. And I put it to work. Shit, I got my microphone, got my computer, got the programs, and really just started working and doing it trial and error, doing everything myself. Promo, I stayed up. I got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go sit at a McDonald's before I went to work. And for an hour straight, I would just post all our music and drop our shit and just promote. I've been doing this every day for like the past 4 years, and I'm glad to say that it's worked. The fans is really fucking with us, you know what I'm saying? So salute to the fans, the supporters. Please go cop that project, Grind How to Die 3, Money Over Bullshit. It's out now, and we got more coming for y'all. We dropping more projects this year, so we ain't done, man. We ain't done. My proper respect as an independent artist, CEO, and lyricist, mainly because of a lack of a strong fan base right now, because of lack of funds to actually promote my shit properly. You know, I'm promoting my shit myself. Like, I'm sharing my music daily. I got my fan page, B Jackson G Rap Official, my YouTube page, B Jackson G Rap TV, and I just do everything myself. And I think that's where people look at me and say, oh, he's dope, but he don't have a label really supporting him. He is his own label. He don't have a lot of money. He don't have cars and jewelry. He don't have a lot of females and shit like that. But my lyrics is greater than 85 to 90% or better of the industry and the lyrics and shit that y'all listening to right now, man. I mean, come on. You listen to the projects that's coming out, and I don't want to put people on blast because I ain't no hater. You know, I understand that there's a time and place for all art, and every artist has their own lane, respectfully. So I just know that the bar for lyricism is down here. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm at is up here, because I try to not only give you a dope song that's listenable and maybe danceable, but also they got a message and some substance to it, and also it's autobiographical. Every song on this project and every project I ever did is based on a topic from an experience from my own personal life. So everybody else is just trying to make a hit. I'm not really concerned with getting the biggest radio single. I'm concerned with putting out timeless songs and timeless projects, to when I'm 50 years old, I could play this shit for my kids and they could be like, man, that stuff is still going on today. Faded Nation Interlude, Black in America, Relationship Goals, Felon Living Legal. Those are songs that are timeless, because it's shit those are topics that's going on right now and will forever and always be going on. You know, so I don't get my props, but they gonna see. Illest in My City on this album is a great example of why I feel I'm the illest, because, well, just listen to the song. It speaks for itself. Grind How to Die 3, Money Over Bullshit. I began rapping at the age of 12. I was in middle school writing poetry to my girlfriend. One day I was in the library and two guys came up to me, Leonard Kellogg and Larry Parker, was like, yo man, you rap? And me being embarrassed that I'm writing poetry, I'm like, yeah. You know, I really didn't write too much raps before that. But anyway, we got together and we started a group, and we was recording songs on tapes and things like that back then. So yeah, we talking long ago. We was doing the 80-minute max cell tapes for real, and or the 90-minute joints. And from there, I just progressed and grew. I always was with groups throughout the years, but always been a solo artist. Was more of a battle rapper, freestyle rapper starting out. But because of my love for poetry, I knew that writing was the key. I heard Lionel Richie say one time that if you got melodies in your music, you know, then the people will love it. So nowadays I incorporate melodies in my raps too, just like most rappers do nowadays. But I'm not trying to sing. I just got a melody, especially for the hooks, like the song "Win." Perfect example. What's Her Name was a decent one where I did a melody and the hook just to capture the audience's ears. So yeah, from there, when I was 17, I graduated high school, Grand Rapids Central, and I remember one day I was working with my boy Willie Bracy. Shout out to Willie Bracy, aka Calico. We was in a group called the Big Guns. Back then my name was AK. And I went to the studio, recorded my very first solo song, You Can Find Me in the Hood, and from there, two of my cousins started a rap label, Lafinit Records, and you know, I just kept going from there. So here I am today, with my own label, PROFAMENT. I'm an independent artist, dropping my own projects whenever I want to, and I ain't stopping. The song Black in America is based on my experience as a black man in America. I really went deep on this joint to prove a point to myself, first of all, and then to the fans and to the masses, that I could create a listenable, also danceable, political, social, psychological song, really delving into the mentality of young black men in America, but making it to where there's no cussing on there except for one song. I did that on purpose because I wanted all ethnicities, nationalities to be able to listen to this and really get a picture of the mentality of the black man in America. Black in America. Track Mad Ass Flow is another one of them joints. It's just basically like a freestyle rap. It's really just the hook at the beginning and the end. And it's multiple stories describing my experiences growing up in the neighborhood of Madison, aka Mad Ass. So I created the Mad Ass Flow, which the Mad Ass Flow is you just rap, man. When they tell you to go, you go. You don't stop rapping. So yes, every single story on Mad Ass Flow is true. I changed names, you know, use nicknames and shit like that, you know, because I'm not trying to incriminate people, but everything was real. It's a lot more stories that I could have put on there, but, you know, it don't fit into a 3-minute song like that all the time, so Mad Ass, shout out to y'all, man. Yeah. What's Her Name is about a couple different real people that I know that really were out there, just like I said in the song, you know, running trains on cats, you know, they straight thoughts, you know, just slutting it up. But, you know, every dog has their day and every slut, you know, want to change their way. And this was about, you know, a few different chicks that I personally knew that had, you know, sexual encounters with men and guys that I knew, even some girls that I knew, and literally wanted to settle down with me after the fact. And it's like, I can't look at you sexually, you know, in that way, because you done slept with at least 5 dudes that's, you know, in my phone right now that I could call up and like, yo, what's good? So I don't usually, have sex with chicks that, slept with my boys. That's not my thing. I don't do that. Every hood know what's her name though. What's next for B-Jack from G-Rap? What's next for B-Jack from G-Rap and PROFAMENT? More music, more videos. We just shot the video for Shut the Fuck Up last night in Grand Rapids, downtown. It was a straight movie. I'm talking about epic flick. I can't wait to drop that joint probably this week. Shout out to Dreddy Visions. My man Dreddy shot that joint. And yeah, we did part 2. It was a scheduling issue. We probably won't do part 1. But yeah, me, Rich P, Rebel, we shot that joint. Groundhunter Died 3 out now. I'm pushing this joint harder than I pushed any project because I feel like this is the album of the summer. You can say all them other cats, major labels, whatever, man, but on the indie scale, ain't nobody doing it like me, man. B-Jack from G-Rap, PROFAMENT. We got the 2 Real project coming next. 2 Real for the Fake with me and Rich P100. Young Rebel, My Time to Shine mixtape coming real soon, probably the end of this month or next month. DJ Blaze 616, Gun Rules Finest Part 2. We working on that right now. I got 2 more projects that I'm probably ready to drop as soon as I feel like I'm done with the leg work and the promotion of Groundhunter Die 3, which, this joint is phenomenal. I mean, y'all need to listen to this joint, man, front to back. It's 19 cuts and you will not, I guarantee you will not skip not one track on this if you really like real hip-hop, real lyricism. PROFAMENT, baby, 2017 to infinity and beyond. Yeah. Groundhunter Die 3, Money Over Bullshit. In stores now, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify Music, YouTube. Like, subscribe to all our pages. ProFam on SoundCloud. B-Jack from G-Rap TV on YouTube. Man, we doing a major, baby, on the indie scale. Fuck with us, man. Support the movement. More than music, it's a movement. Holla.